Hello. All right, for those who don't know me, my name is Amy, and just over 7 weeks ago, I gave birth to twin boys. I also had an almost 2-year-old at the time. She just turned 2 about 2 weeks ago. So we are living in a house with 2 twin newborns, a 2-year-old, and I also have a 16-year-old stepdaughter, but she pretty much takes care of herself, thank goodness. So not a lot of work on that end, but things are crazy. And I had a little epiphany the other day. I left my kids for the first time, all 3 of them with my mom, so I could go to a doctor's appointment and physical therapy. And a couple of things happened I'm going to tell you about. And it made me realize that I want to create something, a passion project for women who are given birth, who have one kid or multiple kids, who are dealing with their postpartum body, who are trying to figure out how to leave the house with 3 small children. I wanted to do something for us. So I'm going to be doing a video series, and I'm going to call it 3 Under 3 Unedited, which is why you see very little makeup on my face. I'm rocking the mom messy hair bun with my hair still wet. No jewelry because babies can grab it. So this is going to be a video series. This is my introduction video, all about life after pregnancy and what comes next. So my epiphany started yesterday. I'm driving to physical therapy. I'm pumping while driving. I know it's probably not recommended, but real world, I don't have time to sit and pump for 40 minutes in between meetings. So I'm pumping, get to therapy 4 minutes late because as a new mom, I am pretty much late to everything, even though I try really hard not to be, and pre-baby me was never late. And I get in there and I'm doing physical therapy for my pelvic floor, which we're going to do an entire video about because for my case, I'm suffering from prolapse. This is my second prolapse. I had it with my first birth and after birthing twins, which were 2 hours apart. Let that sink in. 2 babies born over 2 hours apart. Did a little damage to my pelvic floor and I have bladder prolapse. So we'll talk about that in another video. But I get to physical therapy, get my pump parts in, I'm putting them in the cooler, I'm thinking about a million things. I get in, I have a great physical therapist, we do a 30-minute session, and by the time that session is over, I'm ready to the next appointment because I have to go to my OBGYN for my postpartum or my post-birthing appointment. And while I'm there, they tell me to strip down everything, put the gown on, and I'm being fitted for a pessary to help hold everything in place while I'm doing physical therapy. And while I'm in there, so basically they stick this thing up you and they say, all right, jump around, walk, let's see if it falls out or if you're in a lot of pain. So I'm in the room, you got the harsh medical light shining down, and I stand in front of the mirror, and in all my postpartum glory, my little black socks, naked with nothing else on, I noticed my one boob that had just been drained from pumping was half the size of my other. Both of them have now headed downtown. You know, this is my second round breastfeeding. My stomach, which was really in great shape after my first pregnancy, you know, I got back in the gym. Whew, that is stripy and pudgy. There's a lot of extra skin going on. I kind of feel like I have 2 belly buttons now. You know, I used to have a cute little belly button and now it's all stretched out. And I just looked at myself and I thought, wow, this body's freaking amazing. You know, who cares about all the extra stuff? This body has birthed 3 beautiful kids. This body has expanded and contracted so many times, and she's still kicking. And yeah, I know, maybe I need a little physical therapy and maybe a little hardware to hold things in place for a while, but whew, I love this body, and I want to make sure other women are feeling that way too, because we are beautiful. We birthed these amazing kids. We have gone through hell to bring life into this world, and we should embrace it, ladies. Let's not, you know, give ourselves a hard time and beat ourselves up because you know what? We'll get back there, and it might not be the same body you started with, but you're going to be stronger, and you're going to be better, and you're going to be mentally stronger than you ever were before. So yeah, so that was an oh wow moment though, you know. Boobs leaking milk, different sizes, gravity stretching, and it was awesome. And I want to talk about that kind of stuff. So of course I have notes because I'm a little nervous and I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. So a couple of things we're going to be talking about is I want to talk about prolapse because it's something I've personally experienced. I think a lot of women experience and they don't get treated for. I want to talk about breastfeeding and how hard it is, and you know what, it's okay if you can't do it. And you know, right now I'm doing breastfeeding and formula. With my first, I only breastfed. This time around, I'm applying for all the discounts for formula because I have twins. I want to talk about, you know, our emotional strength, about taking care of our bodies and also our souls. You know, we have to take care of us in order to take care of our children. And then I really want to talk about some of the hacks I've learned along the way, about how to go grocery shopping with 3 kids, about what to do when all of them are screaming at the same time, and how hard mornings are. And if anyone has advice on sleeping, I'm open to it because we have not nailed the sleeping thing down. So yeah, I hope you'll join me on this journey. It's going to be 3 under 3 unedited. All right, thanks ladies. Have a good one. In the spirit of being raw and unfiltered, here are 3 pictures of when I was 6 weeks pregnant, 38 weeks pregnant, and finally my beautiful, perfectly imperfect postpartum body.